Thank the gentleman, and now I recognize the gentleman from New York, Mr. Mannion. Welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and thank you, Ranking Member Scott, and thank you to the witnesses that are joining us here today. I was a former teacher of almost 30 years. I taught science, physics, astronomy, geology, chemistry, AP biology, 15-to-1 living environment. I worked directly with students, families, and other teachers. Education is the great equalizer. It's also the great stabilizer. And our public schools are the cores of our community. I was also the founding chairman of the New York State Senate Committee on Disabilities. I'm also a parent. I understand how critical it is to make sure that our schools are well-funded, that our students have all the resources they need to be successful, and that our teachers are supported and have that as well. In the New York 22nd Congressional District, it's the home to great public schools that are supported by our communities. Families choose to move to my district because of our fantastic schools. Between my wife and I, we spent nearly 60 years in a classroom, and we spent those years in both private, public, urban, suburban, and other settings. I've seen the disparities that exist between our own public schools and the inequities that impact the chances of students meeting the great American dream and having that great equalizer of public education. I'm glad that we're having this conversation today because there are areas of education that do need improvement. But some of the things that I've heard today have nothing to do with what's happening in the classrooms. And I encourage, as the previous congressman mentioned, that you have conversations with your teachers, with your friends that are teachers, with your family members that are teachers, that you trust. Also, as a New York State legislator, I was proud to support record funding for our schools as they are performing more necessary functions for our communities, and we're asking teachers, social workers, and school psychologists to do more than they ever had before. And as the cores of our community, they have the ability to do so and have. I've also increased expansion of universal pre-K into various areas of the state. I more than doubled apprenticeship funding so that people can change careers at whatever point in their lifetimes, including in their secondary education setting, and that has transformed lives. My question is for